welcome to our 7th episode of our Mordhau guide series. Today we're going to cover the first class of Ranger, and that is the Crossbow class, or Crossbow / Throwable class, you could say.
Yeah, more about that later.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it later, but yeah, we're going to...
We should mention it in the start.
Yeah,
Because this is not a purely crossbow class. Only
No.
half the perks are for the crossbow.
yeah, like half of the Crossbow and half is for the actual Throwables, which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah, weird flex, but okay.
We're gonna cover every perk and so on. I guess I can start
Yep.
with the first one. It's very simple. Keen Sight increases projectile damage. So for throwables and for crossbows and bows and everything, really. Even for rocks.
Everything that is ranged. The stone also works. If you pick up a stone and throw it, that works.
Yeah. So it only gives 5% extra damage per point, though, which is
very little. We've
Yeah.
found out. We've tested this a little. We're gonna talk more about it after we've gone through everything.
Yeah. So increase projectile damage, very simple, and then we're gonna go the left-hand path here, and we're gonna have aimed shot. Okay, let's see. Crossbow bolts deal more damage. Wait. Deal more damage, and it's 5% extra damage.
So same perk, but for only crossbow.
Yeah, they have the exact same perk, other than that Keen Sight at least...
Worse.
Yeah, like aim shot is worse because it's only for crossbows, while Keen Sight at least also does more damage for throwables.
And believe me, you need neither of them on the crossbow class, because you one-shot everything except bosses by the end.
Yeah. And also you notice that the reload and the crossbow animation when you reload is horrendous, you could say. It's really annoying. And it's basically unplayable. If you don't pick... We're gonna go through the talents here, but if you don't take certain talents, then... well... I don't know
If
what
I
to say,
say it like
really.
this, the crossbow class is very confusing, because it has some essential perks that you need every playthrough, and it has some redundant perks that you never need.
Yeah. So, the next perk we have Headhunter. Projectile headshots deal even more damage. Okay.
And that is one of the throwable perks.
Yeah.
Because that you don't need it on crossbow at all. You still one shot in the body.
Yeah.
It is a perk for throwable weapons.
Only for throwable. You never need this for the actual crossbow class, which is weird, but sure, mate. So we're just gonna skip that one. I mean, it's 10% damage instead of 5 per point, so...
But we're gonna go through what those percentages actually mean later.
Yeah. Anyways, next we have one of the essential perks, really. We have Efficiency, increases crossbow reload speed. And this one is... Yeah, you should max this one.
Absolutely essential. You need to have it every time.
Yeah, if you don't,
max
then...
every time.
If you don't, then you will after you've tried it. Like, you won't. You will always
If I
max
say
this.
this, you can play without it. It's just not a fun experience in any way, and you will hate yourself for not having it.
Yeah, basically. That's a good summary. We're gonna max that first, or not first, kind of, but...
We first need to get the other
one.
essential perk.
Yeah, so we're gonna cover the next one here. It's basically penetrating more targets. So if you pick one, then you're gonna penetrate
That's actually one of the few good perks in this.
And it is decent, like, pretty decent.
Like, the best way to describe the crossbow class is that it's a really strong class. You can kill a lot, but it has an awful perk tree that you don't need half the perks from.
Yeah, basically. So
it probably has the second worst perk tree, and considering it's like the third strongest class, that's really weird.
Yeah, it's quite weird, actually. Before we get to the second essential perk, we have critical shots. Adds random chance to deal double projectile damage.
And that's
15% per
another of
point.
the projectile
Yeah, so another one for
throwable
throwable.
perks. Like it's decent for this class. You can have it against bosses, but you once again don't need it.
Yeah.
It's entirely for throwables, but I don't think they intended that. I think they thought you needed it for crossbow.
I got stuck in a corner. Oh god. Oh god.
Do you need help? Do you need
Ow.
Oh my god. Oh
I
my
couldn't
god.
move.
That's so funny.
The logs betrayed me.
You can go through a few more perks.
Yeah, I
Go
was
to
gonna
the
go through more
next
perks.
essential perk.
Like the most essential one here is advanced reload. Allows movement while reloading crossbow. Like as you probably noticed, you had to like bend over every time you reloaded. Now you can just do that. Oh wait. There we go. Now we can just shoot and look forward and much nicer.
When we were testing the class, we tried playing without that perk. It took
One round.
a fifth of a round. And we decided this is impossible. Let's get that perked. Let's just try playing without it, and then kick yourself because you didn't get it sooner.
Yeah, basically. It's quite unplayable if you don't have it.
You only need one perk point in it, nothing more.
Yeah.
But you need it to actually play.
Yeah. Otherwise, the class is useless, almost, or unplayable.
Well, you could play it, but you would not have fun.
Yeah, that's basically unplayable for me, at least. So we're gonna max out efficiency first because the reload speed is very necessary to have.
It's the only perk that it is essential for you to max out. None of the other perks you need to max.
Yeah, you just need to max efficiency and you can be fine.
Yep.
Max
You
or
actually
put 1 point in everything and then max efficiency and yeah, should be fine.
It's a really weird class. We're gonna go through more of it.
Yeah, it's.
As you've probably noticed, we one-shot everything, and we're gonna actually not put any more perks into keen sight or aim shot before we've showed off all of them.
Yeah, that is correct.
Like some shielders, you need 2 shots for.
Yeah.
But if you put 1 point in keen sight, then you no longer need 2 shots for them.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do like 1 damage less. I don't know why. I guess it's because you hit the wrong body part. If you shoot them in the legs, it takes 1 more shot.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you kind of aim at the chest area, at least, you're fine.
If you hit the head, then they insta die, no matter what perks you have.
Yeah. Basically. This class also in the beginning is quite weak before you have maxed.
It's one of the weakest early game classes, as you noticed by Luke dying.
Yeah, like I got stuck between some logs.
If they get close to you, there's literally nothing you can do except run.
Yeah, I mean you could run and then just recover, but yeah.
After we've maxed efficiency, we're gonna put 2 points in a bodkin tip. Because being able to pierce them is
nice.
Quite good.
Again, not necessary, but it's just a better experience.
It's one of the strong perks.
Yeah, but you don't need to max it at all.
Sadly, you don't need to max it because you never...
like when you have 3 out of 5,
you never line up more than 4, if I say it like that. If they line up more than 4, then you have the time
twice. Yeah, just shoot twice. It's that easy. Like, you don't even need more than 1 point in it, because you can kill 2 in 1 shot, and you could do that. It's a little bit more annoying, but it's very easily winnable still. But yeah, we're gonna max, or put 3 points in, and then we're probably gonna max advanced reload just for comfort, really.
Yeah, it's an essential perk to get 1 point E, but it's a perk... It's a comfort perk if you want more points in it.
Yeah, basically.
This
And
class has so much missed potential. There's so
yeah,
many perks you could have implemented that it wouldn't even have been hard to implement.
yeah.
We're gonna
Like,
go through that in the later stages of the video. This is the
yeah,
introduction area. You
yep,
start the game by buying the light crossbow on round 2. Then I
yep.
usually buy a bandage when I have money for it.
Yeah, I usually just gonna buy a crossbow immediately. I can buy one now.
Yeah, he gets it
And
one round before me, but I like
yeah,
having bandage since we
yeah, it's
can't
nice.
heal ourselves.
Yeah, and also
And this
you,
class, you actually don't need armor on.
yeah,
You need. That's also a comfort thing. Oh, how close do you want to be? How much do you want
yeah.
to be
Like
risky
you
when
could
playing?
buy armor if you want, but it's almost
It's
never
completely
necessary.
unnecessary.
Like if you play it right, you can basically never get close.
I forgot to buy ammo. I have 0 ammo now. That's one of the annoying things. You need to go get ammo all the time. It costs almost nothing.
Because yeah,
So it's
only 5 gold, but it's quite annoying if you don't have ammo on you. But we also kind of have a yeah,
small fix for that.
yeah, small solution. Not really, but kind of. Like it only costs 5 gold, and you could get 50 crossbow bolts. A bit weird, I would say. It should be more expensive.
It was 1 gold per bolt earlier in old order, I think.
I think it
Anyway,
was 5 or 10 or something. But yeah.
you need 5 efficiency,
Yep.
3 bodkin tip, 1 in advanced reload. Then
Yep.
you need 2 key insight if you want to one-shot everything. You don't actually need 2 key insight. That's another
Yeah.
comfort perk.
Yeah. It's nice to have, I guess. But yeah, we should probably max advanced reload, and then we should focus on critical shot, because critical shot is very nice against the
Armored
armored
boss.
fast boss, because the other one, the
I mean,
giant boss, is not necessary at
you,
all. It's too slow. But
like everything else in this class, it's you don't need it, but it's good to have.
yeah, like we could probably
For
not pick a
everything else,
single.
you have 2 essential perks, then you don't need anything else.
Yeah, you just have to have 1 point in everything, max out reload speed, and then you don't even have to focus on its class anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty brainless gameplay, if I have to say.
Yeah, compared to our last episode, the engineer, this is basically
The last
the
episode, you
opposite.
needed to be very precise with everything. You need to know what you were doing, and then
Yeah,
you need to be pretty precise. If you missed something, you got screwed. In this one, you can be brain dead and
yeah,
do fine.
basically. Yeah, so we're gonna max out the advanced reload just for the extra speed you get when you reload.
I think the speed they added because they wanted you to be able to walk away from those that were running towards you while you reloaded. But you can't do that. You don't get enough speed even from maxing it to get away from anyone while reloading.
Like you
So
get
it's
away a
just
little bit longer, but yeah,
not enough to reload.
yeah,
To say it like
sometimes.
this, it's just to because it feels better. You don't slow
Yeah,
down as much when you re-aim.
it's a small benefit, but it's nice. Just
If we were to make this class as optimal as possible, we would do it a hybrid class with the melee class Marathon
yeah.
and a few other things.
Like
But
as for now, we really don't need more of any talent. Like maybe critical shot you could max if you
and maybe
want.
one more point in keen sight to make sure you one shot basically everything.
Yeah, but on that you could just pick a marathon for the extra speed. I would probably do that actually. I'm not
If
gonna do
you
it
pick
now, but
marathon for the extra speed, then I think advanced reload would work better
yeah,
when that's
probably.
maxed. We're
not gonna do it now, or I'm not gonna do it at least.
we're not gonna break tradition of only using the things in the class.
Yeah. Just yeah. Good to know, I guess.
Yeah, we're here to inform you so you know what you're doing.
So like these giant bosses are not a threat to you at all.
I think now we can talk about the extra
Keen
damage.
sight
You can see
and
that we
aim
do
shot.
about 9 damage per
Yep.
shot.
9 damage if you don't have headshot.
You do 8 damage if you have no perk at all. The reason we're doing 9 is because we have 1 perk in keen sight and 1 perk in aim shot. If we max out keen sight with 1 perk in aim shot, then we would do about
2 extra damage
11
per perk.
damage maybe. If we max out both of them, we do 12 damage in total.
Yeah, so every maxed out, like keen sight, if you max that out, it's 2 extra damage from base, and if you max out aim shot, it's another 2 extra damage in total. So 12 damage instead of 9 as of now. 3 extra damage for, well, 8 more points, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think that's worth it at all. Just saying. Then you should just max out the critical shot, because then you have a 75% chance of doing double damage. So if you would be doing 9, you would do 18, basically.
We've also tested using all the damage perks, and it still takes you at least 4 shots to kill them. Unless you crit every shot in the head, then it takes 3 shots to kill them.
Yeah. So not worth it. You shouldn't really pick more than.
So if you planned to take all the damage perks in order to kill the bosses easier, just don't. It still takes 4 shots.
Yeah, normally. If you're lucky, it could take 3 shots, but not consistently.
Yeah.
Like, not enough.
By the time you've maxed...
like, you should be able to 2-shot them.
If you have a critical shot maxed in this current build without any... And let's say you have 2 or 3 in keen sight, then you will always kill them in 4 shots.
Yeah.
So those extra perks won't help at all with killing bosses, and all other things die in 1 shot.
Yeah. So, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea.
They have 4 damage perks when you only need 1.
Yeah. And 2 of the damage perks are the exact same.
Keen sight, aim shot, headhunter, the critical shot.
They only really needed
even if you max of them, it takes 3 shots to kill a boss. And you don't need to max them in order to kill anything else.
Yeah.
If Headhunter, you should never put points in when you're playing Crossbow. There's a reason we call it a perk for Throwables.
Yeah. It's really not worth it. As you can see, there's not really a problem with the giant bosses at all. Even if you're alone, you can manage very easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should never take more than maybe 2 points in keen sight if you want, and 1 point in aim shot, but because you have to. But other than that, you shouldn't really max them out. It's not worth it. Like, even if it would give you 10% per perk point, it would hardly be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, 4 more damage is not really a lot to say hi on. Because they don't stack with each other. They just they take the base damage.
Yeah,
your
they
base
just
damage
added from the base
on a
damage.
boss is 8, so 25% of that is 2.
Yeah.
And they
maybe
do that
if they
twice.
were multiplicative, it would be worth it.
It would still not be a lot.
Yeah, but it would be decent. But now it's just.
No, it would be. I don't think it would be decent. You would have 10 damage, and 25% of that is like 2.5. So you would do 12.5.
Yeah. It's like they don't want. I
I
don't know
think
why they
we've
made the same
I
perk.
think we've explained why this class is super strong while having one of the worst perk trees in the entire game.
But
Now we
yeah,
should we talk a little bit more about suggestions for perks that could have been better used?
I guess we could do that.
Like if you've ever played as a normal archer, you've noticed that you can get more arrows. So that would have been
Yeah.
nice if you had some way to get more arrows in this.
Yeah, like if they would
Except Lucas
recharge,
method.
or like something like that, or that you could have more ammo on your crossbow or something.
Or
Like you
maybe
would have
that you
100 ammo, maybe. That wouldn't be
yeah,
necessary, but it would be nice.
yeah, it would be less tedious to have to run to get ammo all the time. Or we could have a perk that lets you load more than one shot, so you could shoot without reloading. Like let's say you could load
Yeah.
3 shots, shoot 3 times, then have to reload 3 times.
Yeah, you can shoot like 3
Like if
times
you want
very
to do that
fast.
right now, you need to buy 3 crossbows.
Yeah, which you can easily because you will have
You
enough
don't need
money.
armor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Again, you could
buy
buy
now.
armor, but you don't really need to.
Now I have 2 crossbows.
Yeah, me too. Nice to have. Just in case you run out of ammo and you don't.
Apparently, you get the ammo before the crossbow because the ammo for my first crossbow got refilled, and my second crossbow has the ammo I had on my first.
Yeah, it's weird. Quite weird. So now we have maxed out advanced reload, 50% extra walking speed, basically half of what normal is. It's nice, not necessary. But as you can see,
I said like this, it doesn't have any combat potential. It's just because it feels better to move that way.
yeah, and it's a little bit easier to back off. Not a lot, but
Enough to
now
match.
yeah, it's decent. Now we're gonna max out critical shot just because it's good for the bosses, especially the armored one. Like the giant bosses doesn't really matter because they're so slow.
You could take a normal crossbow without any perks and kill the bosses easily.
Yeah.
The armored bosses are a little bit annoying because they're
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, they're fast and you need to be careful.
As you noticed, after you get out of those early rounds when you don't have reload speed, this is super easy class. You
Yeah.
can turn off your brain and just shoot stuff.
Yep. Oh, here is the armored fast one.
And he ignores us. That's fun.
Okay. That's annoying. He really doesn't want us.
I did 34 in one shot.
Nice.
And there I did 9.
I did 1.
Yeah, I did 9.
Nice. Oh, like this class. If you're new to the game and you just want to look around and stuff, you can play this. It's very easy. You don't
Very
need skill at
friendly.
all.
As long as you make sure you have 1 point in advanced reload and that you max
Yeah.
efficiency, you can pick whatever perks you want. You could pick perks from an entirely different perk tree and be fine.
Yeah, you could maybe be
If
extra engineer support, you know.
Yeah,
or something.
if they say this, Bodkin tip is just because so you don't have to shoot as often.
Yeah, like you don't need 3. You could probably manage with 2. Because you will kill 3 of them with 1 shot, so that's probably fine as well, but just nice to have more, you know. Yeah, as you can see, it's not really skillful at all to play this class. I mean, yes, if you could do long shots, but yeah.
A little bit funny because they designed the next class quite well. Like, not good, just quite well. But this class, they just screwed up and it's basically the same thing except one you need to reload.
They should have probably merged the crossbow and bow class and then have a throwable class like this. This is more a throwable class than crossbow.
As you've noticed, 3 of the perks are for throwables.
Yeah. So keen sight, headhunter, and critical shots are all for throwables. For some reason. Yeah, it's.
Aim shot is redundant. You don't need it in any way.
Oh fuck! I got murdered.
And critical shot is just because you want it, so you actually only have like 3 perks for crossbow as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call this the crossbow class. This is the throwable and the crossbow class.
Yeah, basically. Like sometimes you don't insta-kill these guys if you don't have 2 in keen sight, so that's probably why you want to put 2 in. But most of the time you do, actually, so...
If you have 3 in keen sight, it's basically guaranteed that you will hit.
Yeah.
And one shot.
I'm gonna max critical shot first, though, because...
Oh, I've maxed critical shot. I didn't max advanced reload because...
Yeah.
Yeah, comfort perk.
Yeah. Like, compared to our last episode of the engineering class, this is very chill.
Very
if you don't,
brain.
like if you
We can
just want to chill and play Mordhau, then play this class.
Yeah, the engineering class is much more fun though.
Yeah.
Try one-shotting that one. You see,
Yeah.
you don't have full keen sight, right? You don't.
Nope, I only have 1.
That is the tankiest. That was the tankiest enemy except for the bosses.
Yep.
And it was one shot. With
Yeah.
no points in the damage perks. And the damage perks barely help at all against the bosses because either you shoot 4 shots or you shoot 3 shots.
If you crit.
Yeah, if you crit and you hit headshot, because you still shoot 4 shots otherwise.
Yeah, so... Yeah, this class is very... kind of disappointing in a way, because it could have much more potential and be more fun if they had tried it and actually tweaked the perks, like aim shot.
Multiple shot crossbow.
Yeah.
They will shoot 3 times and then reload.
Like aim shot, you should never even put a point in except for the one that you actually need, like is required. If you do that, then you're just trolling. Like you're literally trolling.
Even if you max it out, it's 2 damage against the boss.
Yeah. Not really worth it, I would say. These guys could be annoying as well because they're fast. But
now I'm gonna max advanced reload, even if it's completely unnecessary perk only there to make you feel better.
Yeah. Basically. Like this class isn't very engaging, I would say. Like you could say that about a lot of classes, but yeah, I don't know. Feels like they could have done some perks better.
Yeah, but that's the entire perk system right there.
Yeah, basically.
That's why we're making these videos, so you know what everything does and how
you know
use
what to expect and to, yeah.
That, rather than waste an hour trying to play the crossbow class, you can just watch this for an hour and know everything about the class.
Yeah. Basically.
Well, I should watch this for like this point in the video because we have very few points left about the class.
Yeah, I don't think we are gonna play the entire match, actually. I think we've covered most of it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we talked about.
Scripts for these videos, and I'm not about to die against the fast ones because you can't do anything when they get close.
Yeah, you can run. That's about it. They move so weirdly when they're close to you, so it's very hard to.
Yeah, they path very straight lines when they're not close to you.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. That's what helped us so much in the engineering video.
Yeah. But if they're too close, the AI fucks up, and that's why I think Spikes fucks up the most. Okay, I'm not gonna
Maybe
talk
you
about
should
that.
show off some throwables. Like,
Yeah,
for example, if you were to max out the keen
inside.
side, then your throwing knives insta-kill normal villagers.
Yeah,
They do that even if you only have 3 points in it as well, basically.
yeah, basically.
3 points and your throwing knives insta-kill all villagers. That can be fun now.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do a only throwable.
Yeah, after we've done
Guide.
the normal archery class,
Yeah,
normal, but this crossbow is not unnormal.
yeah, but like just the ordinary bow. We're probably gonna
But,
try out the only throwables. It's
yeah,
probably gonna be pretty easy, but still.
it's gonna probably focus around keen sight, headhunter, critical shot, and marathon, since those are the perks that most affect your throwables.
Yeah. Basically. So you could probably decide a bit more, like it's quite an open class. It doesn't really matter what you pick except for at least one in everything and then max out efficiency. Other than that, it's free real estate really.
You could multi-class only having
Yeah.
those things if you want to have a crossbow as your secondary. It costs a lot of perks, but you can do it. You can put
Yeah.
in a tank build or something.
Yeah, or just second-hand support engineer.
You do full merchant and trapper, then you
Yeah.
don't really get anything else from that perk tree.
Yeah, exactly.
If you play it as a secondary class.
Like I
That's
guess
just
that
one.
is good.
I just shot one shot and just killed both the red shielders with a crit.
Yeah. It is very nice. I think we're gonna play this round maybe, and then we can just call it quits because I don't
We have
think.
nothing more to say. I'm really disappointed with the class.
Yeah.
If did we mention that if you max out Bodkin tip, you don't gain anything from it because they don't line up enough
Yeah.
for it worth it? Oh,
Yeah, so
they one time they line up more people.
more
Oh,
than
you should.
4. Yeah, you just
You
shoot
should.
twice. Like it takes 1 more second. Like sure, you could max it out if you want. It will not help you though.
If you're doing like us and you only want to spend your perks in the crossbow class, then
Yeah.
throw away your perks because we have. Most classes have the problem that you need more perk points to put on your perks. This has the problem that you need more perks to your perk points on.
Yeah. Yeah, basically it's quite disappointing, but
And we can buy like 3 crossbows. Like I have 2,970. I can buy another crossbow.
yeah, same here. Like you only really need 2 crossbows. If you run out of one, you can just oh fuck I ran out and then just switch and then go and buy ammo over here. And it only costs 5 gold.
This map it felt like would showcase it the most since they spawn a lot through this mine shaft and you can
Yeah.
just shoot in a straight line there.
We felt like this was the proper map to showcase it. We're also gonna play this map on our ranger or a bow
Just
video.
compare
Then you can easily compare yourself as well. I did 17 with crit.
Those bosses spawned way too late.
Yeah. Like they have a
I did
strict timer.
I did 35 that shot, the last shot I did.
Yeah.
And I have 3 in keen sight, 1 in aimed shot, and 5 in critical.
Yeah, so Yeah, I
One
did
in
34 there. So if you're lucky,
36.
you can 3-shot
He
him.
died from 4 shots.
Yeah, but if you're super lucky and you do that, you can actually kill him with 3 shots. Actually,
If you
one
get
thing I want to cover is that sometimes the crossbow double shots without the crit chance. So it doesn't say a critical shot, but you do double the damage. I don't know if that's a bug or if just critical shot doesn't appear or anything.
or if you hit on a weird place on the boss that lets it. Okay, I'm dying.
Yeah.
This class can't do anything when they get close.
Yeah, not a lot
Yeah,
of
that
this.
was the crossbow class. One of the strongest with one
Yep.
of the worst skill perk trees.
Yeah, like it feels like they don't.
There's not much variety
Nah,
either. You need
nope.
to max out efficiency. You need a perk in advanced reload, or
Yep.
you're just putting yourself in pain.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it's if you just want to chill out and hang out, and I guess if you're streaming maybe and you're talking to
You
people, then
can talk about something else
yeah,
completely. You don't need to focus at all.
then yeah, this class is for you, I guess. But anyways, I guess we'll end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed.